Trixie. You love to go camping, don't you? Let's see. Oh, hey! What are you doing here? Preschoolers, how'd you end up in my trailer? You sneaky rascals. Well, do you want a tour of my trailer since you're here? Let me show you around. All right, there's our little kitchen. It's kind of messy right now. We've got a little fireplace, TV, some chairs. Everything's kind of put away right now because we don't want things to roll around when we go on our trips. This up here is the bedroom. Kind of messy. Sorry, I did not make that bed. And then we've got a nice bathroom. A nice little sink. Nice shower. We go glamping. That's what we call it. Beatrix loves to go camping. We love to go camping up at the Lost Steen. Okay. Well, I think let's read a book. Okay. This is called A Camping Spree with Mr. McGee. This is one of my favorite stories. I like reading this camping story in my camper by Chris Van Dusen. Early one morning at 7:03, Mr. McGee and his little dog Dee packed up the camper and hitched up the load, hopped in the Rambler, and then hit the road. They drove to the mountains, far from the sea, for 2 nights of camping, or possibly 3. Look at that cute little trailer. I used to have one small like that, an old vintage one. "There's nothing like camping," said Mr. McGee. "I know you'll love it. Just wait and see. The views are fantastic. There's hardly a sound. Aside from the wildlife, there's no one around. And the air is so sweet, you'll sleep like a log," said Mr. McGee to his small spotted dog. A few hours later, they took a sharp right and found a great spot to lay camp for the night. It was high on a hill with a beautiful view of Mount Adams, Mount Lincoln, and Jefferson too. But perhaps the most wonderful feature of all was the brook that ran over a steep waterfall. Look at that. Dee gathered pine cones and branches and logs. McGee made a campfire and cooked some hot dogs. And as the sun set behind far distant knolls, they sat roasting marshmallows over the coals. Doesn't it look beautiful? Got water and trees and a sunset and marshmallows. As the embers went out, they felt tired and dozy, so they climbed in their bunk beds, all comfy and cozy. But while they were falling asleep without care, along came a stumbling, bumbling bear. A kindly old bear whose sight wasn't so clear. He couldn't see far and he couldn't see near. But he could smell marshmallows, sticky and sweet. The smell made him hungry. He wanted a treat. You think he's gonna roast a marshmallow? He sniffed out the place where the marshmallows lay, but the car and the camper were in the bear's way. Yet that didn't stop the sneaky old snitch. He simply tried squeezing right under the hitch. And as he was shimmying into the gap, he pushed up the hitch and let it go with a snap. Uh-oh. He unhitched the trailer with them sleeping in it, just to get to the marshmallows. Now that camper and car were untied, They started to roll down the rocky hillside. The car bounced away on the old logging road while the camper was heading to where the stream flowed. It flew down the hill in a wild, bumpy ride, with Dee and McGee sleeping soundly inside. Oh no, even the raccoon got out of the way. When are they going to notice that they are unhitched from the car? They were snoring and snoozing, enjoying a dream, when splash went the camper right into the stream. Oh no! The splash shook the camper. They bumped out of bed. Now what in the world was that? McGee said. And when he looked out and saw where they were, his hair stood on end, and so did Dee's fur. They were caught in the rapids, but that wasn't all. They were headed smack dab for the big waterfall. Dee and McGee both started to quiver as faster and faster they headed downriver. But just when they thought they'd fall over the edge, what do you think's going to happen? They're going to get rescued? Their camper got stuck on a rock at the ledge. So there they were, stranded, McGee and his pup, on top of a waterfall, 50 feet up. Oh no. Meanwhile, that nearsighted bear from before was searching for one little marshmallow more, when lo and behold, as if out of a dream, he spied something sweet floating over the stream. But what the bear thought was a marshmallow treat was really the hitch, and not something to eat. Does that look like a marshmallow? Yes. Oh my goodness. The bear was determined to capture his prize, so he jumped in the water right up to his thighs. He splashed through the stream to the edge of the fall and snatched up the trailer hitch, camper and all. Ow! Dee felt a tug. McGee heard a knock as the bear pulled the camper right off of the rock. He dragged them both all the way back to the bank when he realized the hitch was not sweet, but quite rank. Puh! He spit out the hitch and left in dismay, while McGee and Dee's camper again rolled away. It flew down the path with a jolt and a jar. And stopped in some bushes right next to the car. Dee popped her head out. McGee looked too. Had they really stopped rolling? Could it be true? At last things were quiet and peaceful and still. They hooked up the hitch and drove off down the hill. And on the way home, McGee said to Dee, "That trip wasn't quite like I thought it would be." So when they got home, with sky turning red... So if the sky's turning red, what time of day is it? Sunset, evening. They decided to camp in the backyard instead. Oh, that silly Mr. McGee and his cute little dog Dee. They always have the crazy adventures, don't they? Do you remember the last adventure they went on? We read Learning to Ski with Mr. McGee, and the moose was the trouble animal in that book. This is a cute one, though. Mr. McGee has a few different books out. Try to check them out at the library. Okay, I think our brains are warmed up. Let's go back to the classroom for flag salute. Wasn't that so much fun being in my camper? I really wish that you could have really been here in the camper like I normally do. previous years, but that's okay. I highly suggest going camping in a camper sometimes. It's a lot of fun. Okay, stand for the flag salute. Put your right hand in the air, in the air. Put your right hand in the air, in the air. Put your right hand on your toes. Put your right hand on your nose. Put your right hand on your heart, thump, thump. Salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Nice. Okay. There is a birthday in the house today. Whoop, whoop. Ariel, happy birthday. Let's sing to Ariel. Get my hat. Okay. Are you ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ariel. Happy birthday to you and many more on Channel 4 and Scooby-Doo on Channel 2 and Frankenstein on Channel 9 and all the rest on CBS. Yay! I hope you have a fantastic birthday and you get everything that you wanted and a yummy birthday dinner. All right, Ariel, can't wait to see you on Thursday for our drive-through graduation. I'm gonna move your present. That way we can do calendar. Our next birthday is Alana, and she is on Friday. Okay, are you ready? We were not here yesterday because it was Memorial Day. So we're gonna count to Tuesday. Are you ready? We only have 3 more days of school. Today, Wednesday, and Thursday. Okay, make your buds, make them bloom. You ready? My pointer. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Nice. 26. What 2 numbers make 26? 2 and a 6. 26. I wonder what color comes next in the pattern. We have a yellow. Does it need a match? Does it need a partner? Yes, it does. So we have 1 yellow, 2 yellow. Boom. Were you right? Did you remember? Yellow, yellow, red, red, purple, purple. Over and over and over. Okay, we need a tally. We had 4 tallies on Thursday. What do we do today? Cross it out. We have another bundle. Whoa! We're going to count 5 5s. When you get to the 135, you're going to, here we go, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 days of school. 135 days. How do I write 135? I need a 1 for 100, 130, just 3, and then a 5. Over, down, up, and around. Big tummy. 135 days smarter. Okay, what's the weather? What's the weather? What's the weather out today? Tell me, preschoolers, what's the weather? What's the weather out today? Is it sunny? Is it cloudy? Is it rainy? Is there snow? Tell me, preschoolers, what's the weather? What's the weather? Do you know? I'm excited. There's something golden shining down on us today. And that's going to break the tie between sunny and cloudy. Ba, 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 ba. Sunny's winning by how many? They're winning by 1. We'll see what happens tomorrow. But I think it's supposed to be sunny all week. Yes. It's going to be really hot this weekend. Okay. Days of the week. Let's be. Did we do kangaroo voices yet? I think we just did koala bear voices. Well, we could be kangaroos again if we did it, but I'm pretty sure we haven't yet. Let's be kangaroos. Are you ready? We're going to go kangaroos. Okay, for the ta-ta beat. Here we go. Days of the week, kangaroos. Days of the week, kangaroos. Days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, kangaroos. There's Sunday and there's Monday. There's Tuesday and there's Wednesday. There's Thursday and there's Friday. And then there's Saturday. Days of the week, kangaroos. Days of the week, kangaroos. Days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, kangaroos. Now, what's a fact that you remember about kangaroos? You remember? Let me get a chart. Kangaroos. Something special. Do you remember anything special about their tail and what it helps them do? It helps them balance and they don't fall. And they've got very powerful legs, big feet, shorter arms. They are marsupials. So that means the babies stay in their pouch, okay? And for about 9 months until they get to be big enough to be on their own. What are some other things you remember about kangaroos? What do they have? They have ears. They've got a nose and a mouth. Do you remember what they eat? Do they eat meat? Nope. They eat plants. They're herbivores. They just like to eat the leaves and the grass. They like to graze. They can live to be how old? About 6, 7 years old, maybe a little older. They don't have too long of a lifespan. Do they sleep at night or during the day? During the day. They're nocturnal. Good memory. Can they be dangerous? Yes, they are wild animals. You shouldn't trust a kangaroo. They have sharp claws to help defend themselves and protect themselves. And do you remember what their babies are called? Joeys. Little joeys. Same thing with koala bears. They're both marsupials. Now today I want to talk to you a little bit about a man. And he is one of the founders in Australia of a refuge center. And you may have heard him. His name's the crocodile hunter, Steve Irwin. Steve Irwin dedicated his life to helping the animals in Australia. And he's known as like the crocodile hunter, kind of. He's like, not really hunted them, but would move them. If someone had a crocodile in their yard, they'd call him and he could go get them and move them. And then he kind of made like a zoo, and they have lots of animals. And he got married and he had 2 kids, and they're grown up now. But Steve Irwin was swimming with some stingrays, and a stingray stung him, and he ended up passing away. He didn't make it. So now his kids run his zoo with their mom, and his daughter just got married there, I think a couple weeks ago. And so I'm gonna post a video of Steve Irwin, and I want you to watch it, okay? Because that's my little lesson today, is about that man. And Yes. He's just has a love for animals, and he's very enthusiastic about teaching others about the animals. And so you'll get a kick out of him. He's fun to watch. Okay, moving along. This week we are graduating, which means we have spent a whole year learning here at school, and we've been learning at home on the computer, digitally. So I want to commend all of you for working really hard at home without me, and to your parents for helping you. We did it. We still got 3 more days. I want to teach you a little song that is kind of an end of the year song, and it's just kind of sad that we can't do this all together, but let me move this here. Okay, and it goes like this, to the tune of Row, Row, Row Your Boat, and it goes like this. Clap, clap, clap your hands, graduation's here. Now we must say goodbye to friends we had this year. Clap, clap, clap your hands, we've worked the whole year through. Now we must say goodbye to you, to you, to you. Clap, clap, clap your hands, graduation's here. Now we all will go on a new adventure next year. Do you want to do that again? We practiced it? Okay, let's do it again. Clap, clap, clap your hands, graduation's here. Now we must say goodbye to friends we made this year. Clap, clap, clap your hands, we've worked the whole year through. Now we must say goodbye to you, to you, to you. Clap, clap, clap your hands, graduation's here. Now we all will go on a new adventure next year. Now some of you might be going off to kindergarten. Some of you might be coming back to me for another year. Some of you might be going off to preschool to another school next year. And whatever the case, it's going to be a new adventure. And I hope we can adventure together and not over the computer. So now, since a lot of you are going to be moving on, we're all another year older, we're 135 days smarter. I want you to think in the future, when you grow up, what do you want to be? Are you going to be a teacher like me? Are you going to be a paleontologist and dig up bones? Are you going to be a dog trainer, a pet groomer, a veterinarian, a photographer? There are so many options. I'm going to read a story about what you're going to be. Dream You'll Be is what it's called. In your memory books, there's going to be a page in there, and it says, what do you want to be when you grow up? And so I want you to draw a picture of you all grown up and doing your career. So maybe you're building a house. Maybe you're a doctor. Maybe you work in the court system somewhere. Whatever you choose to do, I know you're going to be successful at it. Just follow your heart and do what you want, because you have to do it your whole life. That's why I love teaching. I had to be a teacher. I never get tired of teaching you. I love it, I love it, I love it. Okay? So, let's read this story. Dream You'll Be.
Dream You'll Be by Joseph Garcia. Illustrated by Kimberly Barnes. Dream you'll be. Okay. Go to bed, each sleepy child, and dream what dreams you might. Dreaming's good most any time, but especially at night. I dream at nighttime, do you? Dream you'll be a movie star with your name lit up in lights. Or that you'll be a superhero flying around in tights. Hey, lights, tights. It rhymes. Would you like to be a doctor? saving people's lives? Or perhaps a beekeeper tending buzzing hives? Bzzz. What if you're a musketeer fighting battles with your sword? Or a world-class surfer catching waves upon your board? Maybe you're an architect designing a brand new city. Or are you a writer telling stories warm and witty? City witty. You could be a brave firefighter running through fires, or a fearless acrobat upon a wire. I think I'd fall off that. Perchance you'll be a dancer leaping across the floor, or maybe a soccer star with the winning score. Ellie, is that going to be you? Ellie C? She's a good ballerina dancer. How about a veterinarian curing a giant snake? Or a skillful baker baking a giant cake? That looks delicious. Look how big that is. She has to use a ladder. See yourself as a teacher helping children think. Or a figure skater gliding around a rink. Think rink. You'd make a fine police officer saving people in distress. Or a bold explorer finding the monster of Loch Ness. You ever heard of the Loch Ness monster? Imagine you're an astronaut bouncing on the moon. Or maybe you're a famous rocker belting out a tune. Dream that you're a pirate sailing oceans blue, or a brilliant scientist finding something new. Blue, new. Do you wish you were a pilot soaring to great heights, or a clever artist painting the world's great sights? Are those the pyramids in Egypt? Maybe you're a mountaineer climbing to the summit, or a fearless skydiver whose job is to plummet. Plummet means to fall down. Summit, plummet. You could be a football player winning games with teammates. Or maybe you're the President of the United States. That'd be a tough job. Would you want to be the president? This world is full of many things to dream that you can be. Just remember, you're already the most precious thing to me. Now close your eyes, each sleepy child, and dream what dreams you may. I'll see you in the morning when you start a brand new day. The end. Did you like that story? Have you thought about what you're going to be? Hey, when you picked up your memory book on Thursday, I want you to fill that out. That's your homework for next week, to fill out that page. What are you going to be when you grow up? Now, tomorrow, we are going to talk about kindergarten and moving forward. Okay? And then Thursday, we're going to talk about the new season that's going to start in June. Do you remember what season comes after spring? It's the hottest season, summer. We're going to be talking about summertime on Thursday. All right, run, jump, and play, but don't get in anybody's way.